Allow me to demonstrate.
You should never be allowed to talk to people.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is the first podcast of Basement Junkies. No, we're not three dudes in a basement doing meth. It's just a clever name. But we are in a basement, so that's always fun. I want to introduce myself. I'm going to lead this train wreck. My name is Chris. We've also got...
Oh, I thought you were going to...
Say your name.
Steve. I thought you were going to say we got Steve, but I'm here. Hi.
You got Woody.
Don't we?
We got Woody on the sound effects.
Kind of.
Let's hear one. Let's hear these amazing sound effects we have.
You went to college for 4 years for that, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is going to be the reaction to this whole experiment. Alright, so what we want to do, since this is our inaugural show, or podcast, we're going to do a little get to know you. And I decided to pull up one of these old internet surveys that 13-year-old girls do. And this is how we're going to get to know each other. So I'm going to pull up some questions. I'll answer them too. But I'm going to be in control of this. And
this can't be good.
No. And I will ask these two, Woody and Steve, some questions, and they will answer to the best of their knowledge with complete and utter honesty. So the first question I'm going to throw to Steve is, do you have someone of the opposite sex you can tell everything to?
Woody's mother. No.
Tell me about this relationship.
A little hot and heavy, if you know what I mean. No, my mom.
Call my mom fat.
No, not hot and heavy means like you get. Anyways.
Anyway, answer the question.
Yeah, my mom probably.
All right, Woody, are you a fast typer?
Hell no.
All right.
Probably like 1 word an hour.
He types like he makes love, slow and steady.
Slow and heavy.
All right. The first question for me, and I'm picking these at random. Have you ever laughed at something that wasn't meant to be funny? Actually, I do all the time. I laugh at those types of things that you're not supposed to laugh at, like somebody in a wheelchair falling down the stairs. Or my favorite videos are the old people. Steve, you put up the old people videos all the time where it's like an old man falling down the stairs, or falling down the escalator.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
You know, or you see somebody that's legitimately trying to show off their dancing and, they fall through the floor or something.
Fall through the floor.
Oh, there was this. I forgot who put it up. Somebody on my Facebook put it up. There's this. This girl is trying to do a hair tutorial or whatever. And
I saw that today.
She's got a curling iron.
Oh yeah.
And she curls her hair or whatever, and then pulls the thing away and it burns her hair off.
How not to curl your hair or something like that.
My thing about those videos, though, those people that put up those videos and hurt themselves on accident, whatever. Obviously they don't want to make an asshole of themselves, but they put the videos up. You got to think sometimes, are those kind of planned? Maybe. I always think that. Because there was that one where that girl has her dresser drawer or something falls on top of her and she gets knocked out and then it goes up. So I'm
Well, is it always the person who made the video that put it up though?
Yeah, don't forget we're all a bunch of douchebags, and if we ended up catching video of you falling down a set of stairs, it'd be posted instantly.
A lot of these are self videos, like people taking videos of themselves, so they're the only ones that have access to it, probably.
Yeah, well, if you
unless they got a little brother that's eat shit, bitch. I'm gonna put this on the internet.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I come from the group that has tried to make funny videos and put them online, and you can't make something viral. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It just has to happen. Like the whole Gangnam Style thing or whatever. Sure, they made the video and it's kind of funny, but that's the most watched video of all time on YouTube. How the fuck did that happen?
I don't know. It's just like Harlem Shake. I can't stand it.
Oh my god.
Every 5 seconds.
Harlem Shake. That's
every 5 seconds. There is a video though. I saw it on MTV last night, and these dudes started doing a Harlem Shake, and this one dude walks out, rips the helmet off the dude, whacks him in the face. He says, "No, friends don't let friends do Harlem Shake." And I was like, "Finally, it's over."
That's Freddie W. He's like this Asian guy that does a lot of videos with effects, homemade effects that you can do for your videos. but they did a Harlem Shake video, and like the one guy in the middle starts doing the pelvic thrust or whatever, and then right as the song kicks in, he walks in and just like takes the helmet off the guy and smacks him across the face. No, you don't do this.
It's so funny. It's
I like
true.
the ones with puppies though; those are funny. Or the Harlem Shakes.
The one where like the white dogs are dancing.
I couldn't stop laughing, dude.
Do you also enjoy the puppy bowl?
Yes.
You bet money on it, didn't you?
The Labrador's gonna take it all.
I got 50 on the Labradoodle.
Okay, what the fuck is a Labradoodle?
Labrador and a poodle mix.
Like, do they look weird?
Yes.
I've never seen one.
They look very weird. They're like, picture Peanut. Like
We
that
don't-
size of a dog.
we don't know
Peanut's
who-
a golden retriever. So picture a golden retriever with like Fred Savage style hair.
A Jufro.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
mean,
much.
not to be
Yeah.
racist, but
Well, yeah.
Looks like a black person's hair with paws.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
It's a walking 1980s afro.
Oh.
They're weird looking. I don't know.
okay. You just we're like getting way off track, but you just brought up something else. I do a lot of graphic design stuff for work, and I do these funny Photoshop pictures of Steve usually. Because he's got really good pictures that I can doctor up. But I made this like family
No, that's the
picture
best one ever.
of like me, Woody, Steve, and two of our friends, Jason and Felker. And one of them is like, if you look at the original picture, it's a white guy with this huge afro. Okay, and I remember there was a time in history when white guys sported the afro.
Oh yeah.
My question is like, that's not natural hair. I mean, like a black person, naturally their hair is kinky. They can just grow out a huge fro if they want to, right? But a white person, you got to put time into that.
That's a straight up like 2-hour perm session.
So
$100 an hour.
So
at a
white
beauty salon.
So white dudes were going to beauty salons and getting perms.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Tim's dad, he used to go to the Borics and get the perm every Sunday.
Yeah, see?
Back in the 80s.
Borics.
Yep. Remember that shit? Borics was the worst.
Pull the mic away a little bit. You're clipping there.
Good.
A little closer. There you go.
Right there.
Yeah, I think that's where it was, but whatever. The Borics.
Have you guys seen this?
I kind of want to go to a Borics and just.
I don't
Do
think
they still even exist?
there's one that I know of.
Fantastic Sam still exists.
I remember.
We know what happens there.
Nothing fantastic.
Walk in looking like an asshole.
You walk out looking like an asshole.
I remember a
It's
couple.
one big ass party.
All right, that'll be $15 and a punch in the face.
I want a faux hawk. You come out looking like an onion head.
Look like Greg McCardle in the 1996 bowl cut walking out.
Nobody listening to this knows who Greg McCardle is. Except for like one person. Like, oh, they mentioned Greg.
Back what Jimmy Schmitz did in '75. Like what?
All right. Back to these questions. We're getting way off track here talking about afros.
That's cool.
Steve,
Yes.
what are you eating for dinner tonight?
Boy, I don't know. I had on the way here. I picked up White Castle, and I can soundly say that I will never eat White Castle again for the rest of my life.
You're a liar.
Swear to God.
Until the next hangover?
No, I don't think I'm ever going to do it again. I have White Castle maybe once every 7 or 8 months. That'll never happen again. Probably nothing for dinner because I already ate that, and it was the most awful dog shit I've ever put in my mouth.
What did you get?
5 cheeseburgers and 2 of those chicken sliders. I want to just throw up thinking about
You're making
it.
me hungry.
I know.
It's not good.
love
White
White
Castle's not good.
Well,
Not good.
Most fast food isn't. The only fast food that's good is Taco Bell, and that's pretty much
yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, if you consider places like Chipotle or Panera fast food.
See, I
that's-
don't.
Really?
I think that there's like this fast food, like there's a one level, and then there's another level, and then there's like restaurant food.
Yeah.
I don't see Chipotle or Panera as fast food. Like it's a higher grade. But I still like Chipotle, but I think Taco Bell's the only good one. Everything else is just dog shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a fan of Wendy's,
Yeah,
I guess. McDonald's in a pinch. Although McDonald's is like the worst of the worst.
Yep.
Like, did you see that they had like it looked like pink ice cream, and that's actually what they make into chicken nuggets.
Oh, pink sludge
There's
is what they
there's
call
a
it.
picture online for this podcast for Basement Junkies. We're going to make a Facebook page, and we'll share some of the things we talk about. I'll put this picture up. Okay, it looks like pink ice cream, but it's like the mechanically separated meat, and that's what they turn into chicken nuggets. It's disgusting. It's so gross. See, that's why I like the chicken nuggets you can get from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is an evil company that hates gay people, but the chicken nuggets they have are actual, like, real meat.
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like, I don't know. I guess it's a little better.
I don't know. I just had a thought, though. You talk shit about McDonald's, but did you know McDonald's owns Chipotle?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Not anymore.
When did this happen?
It happened like 3 or 4 years ago. What it was that McDonald's originally owned Chipotle, and they put money into it, but then Chipotle willingly broke off from McDonald's.
They got
so
smart.
Chipotle is their own entity.
When Chipotle was questioned about how they felt about the situation, they said, Mass ain't gonna take me no more. Mass ain't gonna do this no more. Slave reference.
And then it got racist. All right. Let's see what else we have. Woody, I have one for you. Mm-hmm. Do you have tan lines?
No, I'm white as can be.
Prove it.
No, you have to now. Take your shirt off.
Okay.
We want to look. Watch how white this dude is.
Oh, there goes my soda pop.
A lot of soda spilling today.
Oh my god.
There, as you can see on my arm.
To explain it to the listeners, it is a. It would almost be like if skim milk had a fleshy tone to it.
Yeah, I'm white.
Yeah.
No, you should see this guy. Like,
I'm
are you
summertime.
Irish at all?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. In this, like, we took a trip to Florida to pick up a car.
Oh god.
And we went to the Gulf of Mexico to see the Gulf of Mexico.
Beautiful.
And we were in the sun for what, like an hour, maybe less.
No, we were out there for like 2-3 hours. We were out there for a while.
Okay, but this guy was like
still.
red as a tomato, like burnt.
So you never get like an olive,
He's not Italian.
Well,
I
no,
get ridiculously tan.
It's because we're Italian.
It's
That's
the
why.
best.
No,
Yeah,
what
dude.
happens is I'll burn really bad, and once I get that really bad burn, it'll eventually start to tan.
Oh.
But I'm too fat to not wear a shirt. So I'll just constantly have the white on the upper arm. You know how it goes.
I'm too fat.
Hey, when you're okay, he doesn't have it as bad as I do because I am Italian, but I'm also fat. So if I take my shirt off, it's like a Sasquatch. I have the hairiest fucking shoulders, and it's disgusting.
I got a hairy back too. My hair on my body is in the shape of a Dago tee. I'm not even kidding. It completely fits into the shape of a Dago tee. Oh, it's bad. My body looks like a fucking monkey's armpit.
But it's like I would do the waxing stuff, but every time I see footage of that, it looks extremely painful, and I'm like, why would I put myself through that?
Yeah, like that would be nice though. A day spa, like getting a massage, getting yourself waxed. But I'm so embarrassed to do some shit like that. Like my dad went and got a pedicure with my sister, and I'm like, you are so gay.
Wait, back up. I said something funny, but your father went with your sister to get a pedicure.
Yeah, he said it was the best experience of his life.
Do they like rub your feet and stuff?
They give you a full-on foot massage.
Holy shit!
And they rub your ankles and everything. He said it was the best feeling in his life.
We should do a podcast from a pedicure.
Could you imagine that? You know, bring your microphone in here. You got to be real quiet when you give me feet massage. That was an impression of an Eskimo.
Oh dear. All right, moving along. Steve. Yeah. One more question for Steve.
Certainly.
Who can you no. Who would you kiss someone you just met?
I've done it.
Okay. Let's backtrack. Let me replace the word kiss with a different word. Would you fuck someone you just met?
Yes, and I have. I mean, not just like right there, like, hey, I'm Steve, let's copulate. But I mean, eventually, like within like a couple hours, yeah, I've done it.
Does alcohol have to be involved?
Yes.
Have you accomplished it without alcohol?
I don't usually accomplish sex without trickery and booze.
All right.
I know when I say trickery, I don't want that to sound rapey, because that's not like
Today's modern day rapist.
Samantha has on her 17th Vegas bomb. And now another reading.
All right. Here's our last question. This question is going to be for Woody. I know I haven't answered many questions, so here I'll just answer a quick one. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
I'm using a tablet right now, and when you What? What am I kicking
this
toward
over.
you? Oh, piece of paper.
It's a soccer ball.
Let's see. How did I wake up this morning? Well, I opened my eyes, my cat jumped on me, and that's about it. So, Woody, this will kind of, I guess, lead into the next segment. Woody, what is your favorite type of music to listen to when no one else is around?
When no one else is around?
Like when you're in the car and you're just like screaming at the top of your lungs your favorite music.
Oh, man.
Chumbawamba. I do get knocked down, but you know what? I get back up again.
Somebody pulls up next to you, they look over, you're like, fuck you too!
You ever had that happen? Not to interrupt you, but
No,
like,
that's fine.
have you ever had it where you're blasting a really fruity song that you don't want other people to know you're listening to, and then you realize your back window's down? Oh, it's embarrassing.
No, I wouldn't go as far as saying singing along because there's really no lyrics, but I do enjoy dubstep a lot.
Oh, God.
And since I get that reaction from a lot of people, I listen to it on my own, so I guess dubstep would be right there. And I like driving and listening to it. It's pretty good.
Where did they come up with that name?
I have no idea.
Dubstep?
It's double time steps.
It's not
Yeah.
really, the dubstep is slow.
It is. I don't know where the name comes from or anything like that, but
I've heard a couple dubstep songs from Bass Nectar, which I actually really like.
Oh, yeah. I got that on my phone.
But he doesn't just do the noise. He
Right.
actually,
Incorporates music.
Right.
yeah, he puts a whole song together.
Yeah, I mean, you got bands like Skrillex where they just
That's
do
not a
nothing
band.
But, well, okay, you got a
That's a
DJ.
guy.
You got a
That's
DJ.
a douche.
It's a DJ, okay, and he does nothing but all those noises, and he's good at it.
He's got that douchey hair, too, that side shave
I can
fucking...
care less what he looks like.
I hate when girls do that, dude.
Love it. It's so
Jason
hot.
said it best. That's like taking a Lamborghini off a or that's like taking a car door off a Lamborghini. When a girl shaves that little side
Yeah.
patch, I hate that.
I think it's hot.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Are you one of those
That
like
looks
weird
kinda-
fetish people that's into shave head girls?
no. I like my girls to look like guys. Steve, that's called gay. Whatever you call it.
All right, but anyway, so dubstep is your...
Yeah, it'd be like a
Guilty.
guilty pleasure, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that leads into our next little segment that we want to talk about. Believe it or not, you know, this isn't just pure chaos of a show. We actually want to talk about relevant things. So the next thing we want to talk about, this morning when I woke up, I had a song stuck in my head, and it was one of those like alt-rock 90s songs, and I can't remember the name of the band. I can't even remember the song right now, but it was like stuck in my head to the point where I was like singing it out loud. And it got me to thinking like the state of music today. Okay? And I think about artists like the dubstep boom or the Gangnam Style or pop artists, and you know, people always give them shit. But I mean, isn't it justified that some of these people are just awful?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like Taylor Swift, okay? There's even dudes that like Taylor Swift songs. But when I hear one of her songs and I read the lyrics, I think that I'm reading something that a 13-year-old girl wrote.
Because
And she's like 25.
the reason being that is her fan base.
Exactly.
Is 13 to 16-year-old girls.
But doesn't she write from experience?
No.
All
I
these
don't even know if she
breakups
writes
and
her own
stuff?
No way.
song.
There's no way she does. You can't write a song about the same person over and over again.
Yeah, that's true. Well, my theory on it is this, and I used to be one of those people that would be like, fuck Nickelback and fuck this and fuck that and fuck this music. But like, when you look at what it is in the base of it and people that judge other music, that is a specific type of music, like Juggalos, ICP. It's specifically made for a group of people that like that music, and that's what it is. I mean, like hardcore music, maybe people don't understand that, but it's specifically made for, you know, because you guys enjoy it.
Right.
So, I mean, like, I used to shit on bands, and I will just to be funny, but, like, at the core of it, I have nothing against Justin Bieber, because it's like, he's making music for teenage girls. He's not making music for me. And that's kind of what it is for me personally.
Well, I think the whole hatred for Bieber thing is... It's borderline jealousy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he looks like a girl. Okay, you know, he really does. He looks like a lesbian. I'm not kidding. And you know, he writes these ooey gooey bubblegum pop songs. He doesn't even write them. People write them for him. But the fact of the matter is, every girl that's his age or younger wants to jump his bones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know girls that are like 27 that want to fuck.
Like,
him.
I don't see anybody lining up at my door,
Exactly.
trying to break down and rub my hairy shoulders.
You know, and I think that says a lot. Like, that's a lot about what celebrity is it's people that aren't as good as you are and have a certain talent in what you do. So the only thing they know how to do is just shit on you because they're just jealous because they're just an average, ordinary person. You have to admit, regardless of what you think, Justin Bieber is somebody that is above a lot of other people when it comes to talent. Justin Timberlake, and the only way some people know in their life to respond to shit like that is just to be jealous and insecure about things. So they shit on that person.
Now, you brought up Nickelback though. When I think of Nickelback, okay, their first album, and I can admit this to the world, I own their first album. It was called The State, and it came out on Roadrunner Records. Okay, I thought it was good. I was like, okay, this is like an alt rock band. They got some catchy tunes, whatever. As they've progressed, they're just like this stadium rock, like, shit factory, okay? And I'll compare them to something. The Foo Fighters, amazing band, has been around for a long time. Dave Grohl his connection to Nirvana is so far in the past because he's done so much with Foo Fighters. They are an incredible band, whether you like alt rock or not. Right. I mean, they've sold out stadiums, and they stay true to who they are as musicians. You know, they write all their own stuff. But Nickelback they're like
sellouts.
I don't know if you'd say sellouts. It's not like they started in this underground scene and then gave up on everybody.
You know what?
Yeah,
It's all it is. It's a record company making money.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
And
that's where I think the death of music is like
it's all about money now. It sucks.
It always has been. I mean, even if you go back to like old blues musicians, I mean, they would make their music and then it would get sold by a record company to make money. I mean, there's a business to music. Even when you're in a local band and you play a show, you're trying to get paid.
Yeah.
And if you're tied to a label, your label takes a percentage of that. I mean, there's a business to it, and you can't deny that. You can't just music for music, man. It doesn't work that way.
It's true.
But Nickelback, I guess the reason I dislike them so much is because when I hear their music, I can't even get into how catchy it is.
Right.
I just can't stand it because it feels so fake.
Yeah.
It is. No, yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear how fake it is.
There's a lot of bands like that on the radio that I'm just.
Oh,
I would say 95% of shit on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Whoa.
It's not for me. Like I said, if it's not for you, it's not for me, and it's just like. Especially, and another thing, this is what I've noticed lately. If you look back to the 90s and 80s, whatever, let's say 90 to 2000, if you look at
we're talking like grunge
alternative. And alternative. Like,
okay.
Look at how many bands there were. Alice in Chains, Smashing Pumpkins, Rage Against the Machine, Offspring. I mean, I could go on, Green Day, like for another 15 bands. And those were like the biggest bands in the world. They were hitting arenas and touring. You look at the biggest rock bands now; it's like Train and like fucking Nickelback and shit like that. It's like.
You know what's big right now is that hipster music.
Oh,
it's like 5 dudes get in a room together and they're like, all right, let's all grow beards and then play the same note over and over on a guitar, and then one of us will sing like we have our nuts in a fucking vice.
Yep. I think what it comes down sounds like something that was played in the 1800s, basically. Yeah. What it comes down to is girls. That's all it is. All bands want to appeal to become famous is to get girls to like them.
Well, I think the new hipster movement in music, at least, is a throwback to hippies era music. Yeah. Okay, a hipster now is what a hippie was in the 1960s.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different take on it. I mean, grow beards. They all like. Most hipsters that I see, for some reason, look dirty and greasy, and I'm sure they're not.
Yeah.
Anybody who is a hipster, I apologize if I'm being stereotypical. This is what I see. Someone who's not a hipster, and I see these bands on TV, and they look like they just got done running 16 marathons, and they're just like disgusting looking. And I'm like, dude, clean the fuck up, Okay, you can have a beard; it's a manly thing. You can at least trim it. You don't have to look like fucking ZZ Top.
Well, yeah, like that Corona commercial you always see where those 3 are sitting on a
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, well, that guy comes out and he looks like he's Forrest Gump, and he just ran across the country like 6 times without.
Do those guys get laid?
They do. They do.
I don't understand
Kings
how
of
they're
Leon?
so popular.
Okay, Kings of Leon is I would call them a hipster band. Okay, and people can
indie, isn't it? Indie.
That's what indie
is it the same thing?
Into.
Okay.
And it all started with the Strokes. Like,
yeah,
they came back with this
Strokes.
but they came with this like early '60s kind of like sound. And then people started to branch off, like the Vine. You remember the Vines and stuff like that. And the White Stripes are like that too.
I love the White
but
Stripes.
I don't like the White Stripes. I like Jack White.
He's one of my favorites.
You got to check out his bluegrass stuff.
Oh, really?
It's really good. Really good.
He's amazing.
And I'm not really like into like bluegrass, but I mean he's like I respect him too because I'm really into blues. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just keep talking.
Oh, Woody's like messing.
The screensaver came on.
Oh, it'll keep recording.
I know. I'm just making sure.
But Jack White is a really big blues fan, so I connect with him on that level. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like one of his favorite artists is Son House, who's like an incredible blues musician, like the Godfather of blues type, you know. And so I connect with him on that level. I'm like, all right, I respect you. You know, I don't like the White Stripes, so I'm not going to talk shit. So, but like the Kings of Leon, they're huge. Like to get tickets for their shows, it's like $35.
Oh yeah,
I think they're still big. I don't know. I don't follow.
See me either. I can't say shit. I don't really follow music that much. If I hear something, I'm like, I like this.
But I saw there's a meme online, and we were talking about this before we started today. It shows a picture of Beyonce and a picture of Freddie Mercury. Okay, who I think we can collectively agree is the greatest frontman of all time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to start throwing punches.
No.
Freddie Mercury. I mean, if you just watch old Queen videos, especially when they played live, his command of an audience was astounding.
Right.
You know, and what's funny is that behind the scenes, he was actually a really shy person.
Really?
Yeah, really shy.
That's so weird.
But on stage, he was just like, you know.
He was.
Amazing.
I read something about that. He was really insecure about his teeth.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you be? Freddie Mercury, I'm not saying he was a handsome man. I'm
With
saying
that mustache?
He did have a lot of energy on stage, though.
Yeah, he was
don't see
good.
that
He was
at
amazing.
all.
But getting back to the meme, it's a picture of Beyonce and a picture of Freddie Mercury. And under Beyonce, it says, however many Grammys she's won, 6 writers, 6 producers, 10 engineers, you know, all this stuff. And then underneath Freddie Mercury, it's like however many Grammys he's won with Queen, and then 1 writer, 1 producer,
Yeah.
you know, so on and so forth. And I think that's where music gets skewed, is when you're not writing your own music anymore. How am I supposed to connect with you?
True.
Like, you could write the next bubblegum pop song, and it's catchy, and, like, the Gangnam Style song, I've had it stuck in my head before. It's catchy, you know? If something's catchy, you can't deny that it's catchy. But, I don't know, when you listen to Queen, I guess those lyrics are real, you know? And you don't get a lot of that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. It means a lot more when somebody like writes it themselves. You know, of course you're going to connect more because they actually wrote it, and they, you know.
Well,
I mean, Dave
lyrics-
Matthews writes his own lyrics. I don't even like Dave Matthews Band, but I mean,
They're talented.
they're talented as fuck, and he writes his own lyrics. So I mean, I respect
It's
that.
better when your lyrics are a story. More
Exactly.
like written by someone that's like, oh, this is going to get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Here you go for the next 5 years.
Rap,
Well, yeah.
like rappers do that. They like, well, some rappers don't, but
yeah.
I mean,
Okay, don't even get me started on rappers.
really.
Like Lil Wayne, dude.
I'm not.
Come
No,
on.
I'm not talking about Lil Wayne. Well, he does write his own lyrics, but I mean, he's
Are you,
not.
what does he pull out the coloring book and just scribble
No,
things away?
dude.
His lyrics are terrible.
The best
I'm
meme.
a nigga,
Yeah,
nigga,
dude,
nigga.
there's this
nigga.
meme
Yellow
that they
five
have,
nigga.
and it's him.
Red truck nigga.
Like, it's not even rhyming.
No, there's a meme of him, and it's like SpongeBob, and he's like, "What rhymes with orange?" And SpongeBob's asked that, and then Lil Wayne's got a face like this, and you can't see it, but he goes like this, "Nigga," obviously.
And he's like, that's mainstream rap.
Yeah, I
and that's
know.
fine. But there's artists out there like Atmosphere,
Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique, Gangstar. I mean, Guru passed away.
Gangstar's shit, dude.
See?
Hell yeah.
I mean, like, when I look back, even to some 80s rap, where it's kind of cheesy,
Yeah.
it was still, it was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, rap is just like,
It's
do hardcore gangbangers even listen to the garbage that's on the radio?
I will admit, like, I don't like judge music, but when it comes to some rap, it is. It's amazing producing, like it's really good producing, and then the lyrics are just shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like somebody diarrheaed in a bucket. Like with that one ASAP Rocky song, I like bad bitches, that's my fucking problem, and he just keeps saying that.
Yeah.
It's like stop rapping about having money, and they've been saying this for forever, but it really just is old. Talking about bitches, being at the club, having money, it's so cheesy now. I think
It is.
Nobody
It's-
gives a shit.
And you know who gets off on that type of music? White kids.
White kids.
Oh,
Stupid white kids.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't relate to the streets anymore.
No.
Like NWA, the reason NWA was so influential in hip-hop was, yeah, they were controversial, but it's because they were telling the truth. That's where they came from.
Well, yeah, it spoke to the people on the streets of Compton.
Yeah.
Like,
On any streets.
well,
you
I'm
know?
just,
Yeah.
you know, but like, it's, I don't know, rap today is not
Yeah, it
not
is.
good. Like,
It's like club music.
I think.
You know?
Yeah, you know, it's. I don't
It's
know.
like background noise.
I don't know what it is, but like the shit that I hear on like WGCI and all that, I'm just like, what the fuck is like? 10-15 years ago, I would have never said I could be a rapper. I'd be like, there's no way.
Right.
It's too like it's ingrained. It's their thing. I listen to it now and I'm like, I could fucking make that
Well,
song.
hold on, backtrack. What do you mean their thing?
I don't mean
Rappers thing?
like a
Or-
rapper's thing with the way we would rap about in the hood and all their fucking trials and tribulations of what they went through.
Because
And
I mean, there's really talented white rappers out there.
Eminem
too.
being one of them. I think Eminem is
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the most.
I agree.
Like,
I'm not a big fan, but I'll
I
give
think
him his credit.
I think he's an anomaly of music in general. That he is the way he raps, the way he rhymes. He's broken it down, like his song structure, how interesting his CDs are, and the fact that he's white and he can be considered one of the best rappers of all time. To get to
would
the
think so, yeah.
to get to the
That's a
top,
pinnacle.
yeah.
that's huge. Like that's something that's like above and beyond
And
music.
he's one of those rare ones that still have meaning behind their music.
Yeah, and, like,
it's
the-
not like radio, you know, nigga this,
exactly.
nigga that, you know.
Like he don't, you know, and
It
like
would be kind of weird.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's
yeah.
it.
Like even people that don't listen to rap and don't like rap, you don't hear a lot of people being like, "Fuck Eminem, he's a fag." It's like people are like they realize he's gone to that another level of music where they're just kind of like, you know what, he's him.
He did it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and there's an underground rapper called Aesop Rock, not ASAP Rocky, Aesop Rock. Okay, he's a white rapper. He's fucking phenomenal, and it's because the way he raps is different. He has a whole different flow. His rhymes, like if you read his lyrics, it's like a stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like profound meaning behind his lyrics. His lyrics might be kind of weird, but once you kind of decipher them, you're like, holy shit, you know. Anyway, but yeah, and then like Atmosphere.
Yeah.
So what's the rapper's name is Slug, because Atmosphere's a group.
Yeah, it's a
duo.
group. It's a DJ and then the rapper.
Yeah.
Do you feel
Slug is awesome. He's got that song The Rooster.
Yeah.
And it tells like a whole story. It's kind of like a love triangle story. It's awesome. It's so good.
Yeah. Do you feel that like with hip hop, underground hip hop like that is? I mean, because it essentially is underground. It's not mainstream.
It's not well known.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's better that it stays that way, and those rappers don't become famous because they'd be overproduced, and they wouldn't be as good. I think it's better that they aren't as famous.
Well, yeah. The problem is when you get signed, they take control of you.
Yeah.
And it's just like when a screenwriter writes a script, okay, and they wanna turn it into a TV show. As soon as the network takes control of it, they turn it into whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know, you lose total control. Your name is still on it, but you lose control. Same thing with music. Once that major label gets a hold of you, they want you to create what they want.
Could you just imagine if the studios, the fucking artists, like the music companies, all that shit, just let the writers, let the people do
in a
what they
perfect
want to
world.
do? They never stuck their
perfect.
nose into it. I imagine how better shows would be, how better movies would be if they weren't structured by these people that don't know what the fuck they're really talking about, because they give them notes and they're like, "Oh, we want you to do this and change this." And they're telling comedian, like for a comedy show, they're telling comedic writers what to do that would be funny. It's like, you're not a comedian. I'm the comedian. I'm the one that's writing this shit, and you're trying to tell me what's funny.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess my argument back to that, and I'm playing devil's advocate, is like, how many movies come out that are blockbusters that make millions of dollars?
Yeah.
You know? And if the writer or the director still had total control over it, sure, it would have been different. It might have been profound, but would it have ever been as popular?
True. I mean, I see it for like movies like Transformers.
Yeah.
I understand, okay. But if you're going to take a movie that, like, I feel, well, maybe, you know what, even, I don't know if you saw Silver Linings Playbook, whatever. No. Fucking one of the best, man. One of the best movies I saw last year. You get movies like that, I think that the director gets kind of free reign of what he wants to do. Like Martin Scorsese, they're not throwing notes at him, being like, "Listen, Martin, you know, let's change this. You said fuck 400 times." I think once you hit a certain level, you get to do what you want, kind of.
Martin, we had a thought. What if? Bear with me. What if there was a talking elephant,
You're fired.
and we were gonna call it Operation Dumbo Drop 3?
Ooh, and we can get Bill Murray to come back?
I wish, dude. Speaking of Bill Murray, okay, how many people out there are waiting for Bill Murray to make a funny movie again? Like a legitimate, like 80s, early 90s style comedy.
What about that new movie that came out last year?
the Wes Anderson film.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was called?
The Sunshine Kingdom or the Moonlight Kingdom or something like that?
Moonrise Kingdom.
That was actually really funny.
Was it really?
That was
good.
Bill Murray, like the best I've seen in a long time for Bill Murray.
Really?
He played a funny role, but it was still weird. It wasn't like what you... Okay, you can't relate that movie to Meatballs. You know what I'm saying? Or Ghostbusters.
But you're never going to get that again.
Why not?
He's
the actor. He can do it.
But you're never gonna see a cast like that. Like that. All remember, we talked about this the other day. That all came from old SNL characters.
True.
You're never gonna get a group that tight, that funny, that entertaining ever again.
Yeah, because new SNL fucking sucks.
Like
it has for a decade.
People don't understand that humor anymore.
Yeah.
Like we're like probably the last generation of that understanding, which sucks. So. Like, yeah, we'll never see another good Wayne's World. We'll never see another Caddyshack.
What about Hot Rod?
Hot Rod was good.
Okay, that
Hot Rod
funny.
was hilarious.
That wasn't an SNL character, though. I mean, yeah Andy Samberg was on SNL, but...
Oh, you're talking about... Meatballs wasn't SNL characters.
I'm saying people that were on SNL, not like from characters.
Okay, well,
I would say actually a lot of the cast members on SNL... within the past 10 years go on, maybe aren't funny on the show, but they go on to, like, some of the funniest movies have involved them, and TV, like Portlandia.
Well, I mean they go on to make really good movies.
SNL used to be so influential. Like Wayne's World, like that whole franchise came from an SNL skit. You know,
it's just the internet.
Blues Brothers,
exactly,
one of the best movies ever. You know, one of the best music movies ever. That was a music skit that Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi used to do. I get Jim and John Belushi mixed up. I don't know. Like, Hot Rod was really funny.
Right.
That's a sleeper film. Like, if you saw the trailer for it, you'd be like, oh my god, here's another, Will Ferrell knockoff piece of shit movie.
Yeah.
But then when you see it, it's legitimately fucking hilarious.
It's fucking
like
funny.
The only one
every person on that cast was perfect in their role.
The only one that's still around and that still tries is Adam Sandler, and I think all of his movies are starting to look the same.
He's got hits or misses. I mean, like,
he doesn't do the last Adam Sandler bit.
Yeah,
anymore.
but like Jack and Jill, horrible.
Yeah, but Just Go With It was funny, and so was Grown Ups. Like, it's fun. They're funny. Like, yeah, it might be like corny and stupid. Like, you can go see it with your mom.
No, wait, Just Go With It was the one with Jennifer Aniston, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that one was good.
Like,
what was
Nick
the other
Swartzen?
one before that?
Shit! The one where it's Andy Samberg's in it.
Yeah, That's My Boy.
Oh, that was a pile of shit.
That was awful.
It was I stopped it halfway
awful,
through.
But you have two people that are hilarious, Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler,
and it was awful.
And the movie was complete garbage.
It was. It was like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I was like, this is like that's the weird thing about Adam Sandler. Like,
was it as good as Geely?
I never saw that.
Oh, you never saw that?
You know what?
You got to see it because it's terrible. Oh. Okay, well, in a future show, we are going to talk about the best worst films of all time, and hopefully we can talk my friend Laura into coming in and talking about that.
Oh, I think she'd be
because
really
she is pretty much a connoisseur of good shitty films. And when I say like good shitty, like Howard the Duck, you have to watch it because it's that terrible.
Or Hobo with a Shotgun or something like that.
I haven't seen it, but it's like that.
It's so bad, it's good.
But no, one film, and it's funny because we were talking about music, now we're talking about film, but one film that I thought kind of broke out and was like legitimately hilarious and awesome, Grandma's Boy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't come out in the 90s.
Classic.
Yeah, that didn't come out in the 90s when, good comedies were being made, or the late 80s. That came out, and yeah, it's a cult classic. Everybody's seen Grandma's
Definitely
Boy.
one of the funniest of the past 10 years.
If you haven't seen Grandma's Boy, you need to.
Yes. And again, that came from the mind of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
All right, let's go this way. What would you, if you can take a few seconds, but all right, go top 5 movies from, let's go 2003, 2004 until now. Top 5 funniest movies.
I don't know. Funniest movies?
That are legit, like, I think I could do that pretty quickly.
Well, why don't you
what's
give it
your
to us?
list?
Yeah,
I'll go
that's-
off of your list. What's your
Because I was
list?
thinking, okay, Superbad.
Okay.
Are you going top to bottom or bottom?
No, this is just a 5.
Just a random
Just a
5?
five.
There's
Okay.
no Superbad. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, yeah, that
Really?
wasn't good. No, that was
It was
good.
good.
one.
Hilarious.
That-
If you've
yeah.
ever gone through a breakup, I think it was very well.
That was
Superbad,
good.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You know what? 21 Jump Street.
I didn't see it.
I laughed. It was good.
Grimes Boy might be in the 5 or 6, I would say, but it could leak its way in there. And then
Hot Rod,
40-Year-Old Virgin.
4-year-old version.
Yeah. But Hot Rod would be, I mean, there's tons of, like, then you got, like, Hot Rod, you got Knocked Up, you got all these, like,
Sasquatch
anything
Gang.
with fucking Jason Segel.
Yeah, have you ever
See-
seen the Sasquatch Gang?
No.
And that movie was like, what,
you haven't seen that
2006?
movie?
Uh-uh.
Oh my
Is
god!
it on Netflix?
You need to see it.
I don't think so.
I'll loan you the DVD if I have to.
There's like nobody in the movie.
Justin Long's in it.
Or yeah, Justin Long is like the only big name now that's in that movie. I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, no. All the other actors are like no names,
Really?
but it's fucking hilarious.
It was. I believe it was
It's
an
so
independent
funny.
film too, wasn't it?
Is it
Oh, yeah.
goofy and stupid, or is
Oh
it like...
no, it's
It's like hot rod humor.
Oh,
Like,
really?
That goofy, you
It's-
know, like
yeah.
But it's
Grandma's
funny?
Boy. It fits in with those kind of movies.
And that movie had no like. What's the word I'm looking for? No one knew about that movie. We found that movie on like
On a whim.
We were flipping through. We were just sitting at my house late one night, just flipping through like Sasquatch Gang. What the hell is
Yeah.
this? And we started watching it, and it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Like,
watch it all the way
It's
through.
so
It's-
funny.
It's
Really?
so
Yeah.
hilarious.
Like the
It's-
characters, the way they interact with each other, and like
It's
the
a-
dry humor and the blatant humor. It's
Yeah.
just
Like,
it's a perfect combination.
If I can give you a quick synopsis, it's about these 3 friends, okay, and they're LARPers, live action role players, right?
Oh.
And that's not what the whole movie's about. That's just what they do. And then the next door neighbor is Justin Long, and he's like kind of like a hillbilly. He's got a mullet, and he always makes fun of them and rips on them and stuff like that. But Justin Long's character is tight for money. So what he does, him and his friend try to do all these different schemes to like make money, and it's not one of those kind of movies either. That's just a subplot. But to tie it all in, they fake Sasquatch sighting. And they even make like fake Sasquatch poop, and they leave it for these kids to find, and the kids find it, and then it blows up in this big story, and then they're like, and it's you got to see it. And then there's like this love triangle too, like with this girl who's got her mouth wired shut so she can diet. Like it's fucking hilarious.
I think we should put the link to the movie, or like just like a picture of the movie, or
I'll
something.
put the
on our
trailer
Facebook.
up,
Yeah,
dude.
put the trailer
Fuck
up on
yeah.
Facebook or something.
Sasquatch
so
Gang?
those
Yeah.
of you
I'm going to go to
listening
Best
can
Buy
actually
after
see
this
it.
anyways.
It's so good, dude.
I got to pick up some Pauly Shore movies.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah,
Because you can't fucking... You
I
can't...
saw you post something about that yesterday.
Dude, Netflix
For
sucks a
Friday.
big bag of...
It does.
Horse
It is
cock.
not worth $8 a month. I'll tell you
No.
that much.
It's like every time I'm like, ooh, I haven't seen this movie in a while. Nope, of course not.
Yep.
Netflix doesn't have it.
You know what Netflix is good for?
Hmm.
People like me, because then I can go to Disc Replay or one of those resale shops and buy everyone's old DVDs.
Oh yeah,
My DVD collection, $3 a DVD. Fuck yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All the
Hands
classics.
down.
Yeah.
Top Gun. Yeah.
But like, what's gonna happen? I mean, this is totally off topic, but like, I was wondering, like, all right, if Netflix doesn't have it, and then you got to go to Best Buy and buy an entirely new DVD. There's not really illegally downloading, which I'm not gonna do. There's no middle avenue of seeing a movie because it was always Blockbuster. Blockbuster would always have the movie you were looking for. There's nothing anymore. It's either Netflix or you fucking buy the DVD. It's online or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
All right. We do have to move ourselves along. We've got 16 minutes left on our hour.
oh fuck.
Yeah. That's how quick this shit goes. And we don't want to go over an hour. We really don't want to bore people with our conversation, our shittery. So the last thing we're going to do is we're actually going to take a quick break here, and we're going to play a really terrible local band for you. I'm not going to tell you their name. Just listen to it. Have fun, laugh, and we're going to come back and, we're going to do some prank calls
Oh dear.
to end the show. And Steve is the master of prank calls. So...
We'll see. The Jimmy Johnson one sometimes doesn't work, so bear with me.
Well, what if you just did a natural prank call, like one of the type you used to do?
I could do that. You
Yeah.
just got to give me somebody's number that you guys know, and I'll do it to them.
Yeah. We'll do
All
it.
right. Prank calls coming
so-
up after the.
After a little
song?
musical interlude.
All right.
Seven times you mine, 7 times I try. 11 calls again, I see it, you need it. Another passing day, another turn of pay. Do you look away? Do you hear the screaming?
Alright, so that song was on the... Well, that song was just pretty terrible.
Yeah, it was god-awful.
Totally.
That was from a local band in Illinois. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do to round out this this hour is prank call. You know, it's a fun little thing.
Childish but fun.
Yep, we'll see how it goes. You know, I mean, sometimes they're hit or miss. And hey, if this one doesn't work, I got another one that I could do, so we'll see. All right, so I'm going to call it and pretend I'm a senile old man and going to try and get a birthday cake made for me.
All right.
Let's do it.
Rock and roll.
Remember that time we tried to do a prank call and they didn't pick up? Well, I'll be yelping this.
We deliver food family to Warrenville.
Yes, I need to order a cake.
A cake?
Yes.
1 moment.
What do they deliver? We deliver babies. All right, I'm going to go really senile. 'Cause you... Hello?
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 I'm here.
Yes, I need to order a cake.
For when?
Oh, March. Hello. March.
March when?
March what?
March what? What's the date?
March.
I know March, but like what?
5th, 5. 5, the day 5. March in the 5.
March 5th?
5.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
5, March 5.
5?
Yes, after 4, before 9.
Okay, what time do you want to pick it up?
7,
7 in the morning or at night?
morning.
Morning?
Yes.
Alright, what was your name?
Bruce.
Bruce?
Bruce.
Eddie?
What?
What was your phone number?
630 797 27 77
207?
27 77.
Okay, what kind of cake would you like?
I need chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yes. And I need sprinkles on it and whatnot.
Sprinkles? Alright.
Yes.
What size?
And I need it to say things.
What size cake?
Big.
You want a half sheet?
Excuse me?
Half sheet.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And do you want a single flat or double layer?
Single fat double layer, what is that?
Well, if you get like a double layer, you can get a filling.
No, I don't want it filled with anything.
Alright, you just want a
I want it hollow.
Alright, and what kind of frosting? We have whipped cream, chocolate whip, buttercream, or chocolate butter.
Do you have pecan?
No, we don't have pecan.
Do you have pecan?
No pecan.
Oh, alright, I wanted pecan.
No, we don't have pecan.
Alright, could you just fill it with sprinkles?
We have whipped cream, chocolate whipped cream, buttercream, or chocolate buttercream.
Alright, we'll do chocolate whipped cream butter.
You want buttercream or whipped cream?
Butter chocolate.
Okay. And what other kind of decorations?
I wanted to say, marry me, please. And sprinkles.
Marry me, please.
What?
Marry me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, and do you want like roses?
1 rose.
1 rose? You want pink?
Make it neon green.
Neon green? 1 neon green rose. And you want like a border to go around the side?
A what?
Like a border?
No, can you put sprinkles as the border?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Sprinkles as border. And just marry me, please. You want a name on there or no?
Scott.
Scott?
He's my next door neighbor.
S-C-O-T-T?
S-C-E-O-T-E-H.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
S-C-O-T-H-H.
C-O-T-T?
T-H-H.
C-H-H?
Yes. He's my neighbor.
Okay, S-C-O-T-T-C-H-H?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and it's for March 5th?
On a Wednesday at 7 a.m. And then one more thing I wanted to...
Oh my God!
I feel horrible right now.
That was awesome.
Oh, he's still recording?
Yeah, it's
I feel so bad right now.
All right, well,
She seems so nice.
thank you to whoever that was that took the call. Sorry.
I almost lost it a few times. Dude, when she spelled it back out, so it's
C-O-T-T-H-H-T?
They're making a birthday cake right now. I didn't block my number. Oh, whatever. Call me back.
But your number was 63270.
Yes, they don't make-
Yeah, they asked for your number, so obviously they don't have it.
Yeah.
Well, whoever's number you gave them is...
Oh, dude, some guy in Carol streams and it'd be like, "Hi, your cake from Marry Me Scott is ready." Who the fuck is this? Oh wow. Whew. Well,
you know what though? I gotta give her a round of applause for customer service.
very much so. I would have been like, "Fuck you! This is such a prank call." Here's my next door neighbor.
Maybe you give her a little break.
Dude, I kind of want to see what that fucking birthday cake would look like.
that birthday cake.
Birthday cake. Probably just
Sprinkles.
sprinkles everywhere, man. Did I tell her to put sprinkles inside of it too?
Yeah,
She's like, do you want a border? You're like, sprinkles.
I like pecans.
You told her you wanted the cake to be hollow. I don't think that's physically possible to bake a cake like
I want a neon green rose.
They have it too.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you want a full sheet or a half sheet? Excuse me.
It was like buttercream, half cream, or full cream. You're like, full fat cream? I'll have that.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that went pretty well. Sometimes they don't.
Oh.
Goddamn.
Man, it's been like hit or miss today.
Yeah.
Alright, folks. Well, that was our goofiness. Yeah, thanks to whatever bakery that was that we called. Don't hate us. We will probably do it again.
It's all in good fun.
Alright, anyway, this has been Basement Junkies. We're going to cut it off here. Thanks, everybody, for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Being a pirate is a wretched thing. Do what you want 'cause a pirate is free. You are a